In this tutorial, I am going to talk about unit planning. A variety of meaning have been assigned to the term unit. Some of them are the lesson of the day, it is a block of work, as a chapter in a textbook, a project, and as a method of instruction rather than a method of organization of instructional materials, etc. According to Cattervigood, unit may be described as an organization of various activities, experiences, and types of learning around a central problem or purpose, developed cooperatively by a group of pupils under teachers' leadership. According to H.C. Morrison, a unit consists of a comprehensive series of related and meaningful activities so developed as to achieve pupil purposes, provide significant educational experiences, and results in appropriate behavioral changes. Meaning: the analysis of the previous two definitions may reveal that the content of a unit are always woven or organized around a central problem or purpose. Students may cooperate the teacher in the formulation of units. A unit consists of well-integrated, meaningful wholes capable of providing useful learning experiences to the students for achieving the desired teaching learning objective. The subject matter or content of a unit represents continuity and comprehensiveness in conveying a proper sense or understanding of a particular problem, theme, or knowledge area related to a curricular subjects. A unit represents a wholesome and complete subdivision of the contents of a syllabus, quite useful and meaningful in providing rich educational experiences. Characteristics of a good unit plan. A unit should be meaningful segments of well-organized subject matter. A unit can be broken up into interrelated subject units or topics. The segments of the unit should be linked together by a unifying idea or principle or property. A unit should not be too lengthy or too short. The length of the unit should be such as to retain the interest of the students. A good unit should be part of a unit that permits growth from year to year. Steps in unit planning. Unit planning is a part of year planning and it is a middle ground between course planning and lesson planning. It is longer than lesson planning but shorter than course planning. Unit planning involves the following stages. Content analysis. After choosing a unit, the teacher has to do a detailed analysis of the contents of the unit to get in-depth knowledge of the terms, concepts, principles, generalizations constituting the units. This helps the teacher to break up the unit into meaningful subunits lessons, retaining the continuity throughout the unit. Planning the learning activities. The third step is to select suitable learning experiences that may lead to the realizations of the stated objectives, keeping in mind individual differences, the psychology of learning, the contents and objectives. Suitable learning activities can be planned to which the student will be exposed during the instruction of the unit. The teacher also has to plan specific teaching strategies that will be employed for the segment of the unit. Evaluation procedure. The last step of the unit planning is to select appropriate evaluation tools and techniques to assess the content coverage, the realization of the stated objectives, and the effectiveness of the teaching strategies. Advantages of unit plan. Unit plan breaks up a lengthy unit into smaller sub-units or topics so that pupil can easily grasp the scope of these during a brief overview. It helps the teacher to present the various principles and concepts constituting the unit in an orderly and systematic manner without losing their continuity. It enables the pupil to see clearly the relationship between the various facts, process, and principles that make up the unit. It helps the teacher to plan a variety of learning experiences, keeping in the mind the individual differences, the nature of the content, and objectives to be achieved. It helps the pupil to appreciate the unifying principles linking all the information together in the unit. This guides people to view the subunits as a part of a whole and not independent segment of information. It provides frequent opportunities for the student to review and recognize their learning. It helps the teacher to plan definite outcomes of learning so that they are clear not only to the teacher but also to the students. The study outline of the unit plan provides the student with direction as to what to study and how to do it most effectively. An example of unit planning. Let us consider the subject mathematics and its unit areas and volume of different figures. Its subunits are the concept of area and volume, area of a rectangle and a square, area of a parallelogram, area of a triangle, area of a trapezium, area of a circle, volume of a cube and a cuboid, surface area and volume of a cylinder, volume of a cone, volume of a sphere, etc. After dividing the subject matter and learning experiences into the above mentioned smaller but complete and meaningful subunits, efforts will be made to proceed further in the task of unit planning by formulating the teaching learning objectives, teaching decision regarding the methods, strategies and aid material for the teaching learning of all the subunits, evaluation of teaching learning outcomes and necessary follow-up work in terms of remediation, practice and drill work. Now try this. What is unit planning? Discuss how can it be properly carried in the teaching of your own method subject. Discuss with an example the procedure of unit planning in the school subject. Discuss the limitations of unit planning.